How to do a market launch. This is a topic I love and I'm doing right now, if you have heard maybe in my stories on Instagram, and that I want to walk with you since I'm sure it's going to help many business owners. Why do we do a market launch? To actually get out there doing something. Sometimes we freeze too much by inaction and we don't do things. And I think that's simply wrong. By doing something, market launches, events, actions in the real world, not only learning is a great thing, but actually you may get great feedback. And the most important thing, you get awareness of what you're actually doing. So I'm going to start a series of videos to walk you through the process that I'm following to a very important market launch that I will have in autumn this year, and with all the steps that I'm following. The first step is strategy. This is a very important thing for me. To have a clear strategy means that you have a clear vision of where you want to go, what you want to achieve. And sometimes I have to say, business owners don't have that. A vision is simply something that really pushes you in the future to do something very specific for someone else that really makes this transformation happening with your product or service. It has to be something ambitious, something fun, something that really drives you to do many things for that, to be real. So the strategy is sometimes misunderstood. Sometimes people don't feel well with that word. I love it. I've been doing strategies since I can remember in my professional life. By me, my terms, strategy is simply a series of very mindful, conscious steps that you do to pursue a specific vision, a specific goal. That means that you need to have this vision clear in your head and knowing which are the specific, big, general activities first to make that vision happen. When you have that clear, a roadmap gets clear and you know exactly what is the next step that you have to do. I've done that with all the launches that I've done, from Emprende Austria to the ones that I help, Antonietta, the launch we did, Green Splash last year, all the specific small events that I do for my research or for everything. It's important to have a clear strategy of what you want to have. Once you have the vision, once you have a strategy, then you really need to understand what are the objectives that you need to do with this launch. What is exactly what you want to do with the launch? These objectives need to follow the SMART structure, as we all know it. It's very important that you measure yourself, you create indicators of your performance, even if it's a small launch with your small community. You have to have objectives that can be measured specifically, time-wise, relevant for you. So you know that what you are doing is actually getting to the outcome that you need. That's very important. Once you have these objectives clear, really need to walk them and to think about who is the audience or who is the person that you need for the market launch. Even if it's for awareness or for communicating what you're doing or for conversion, for sales. You need to have that breaking down. You need to understand who is exactly the person that you're really targeting with this market launch. Perhaps it's not everybody that is relevant for you. Maybe only few customers. Maybe it's a general community. Maybe you need more press. Maybe you need more awareness. And for that, you won't need like a big number of people, maybe few people who really understand what your offer is about, what your value is about. Take the time to understand who these persons are and make the launch for them. It's not for you. It's an experience that you want to have for them. After you have that, then you have to make very specific what is exactly what you need. What is the resources that you need for those specific activities? You break down in very specific way all the activities that need to be done so the big activity can happen, can get real. We break down everything so we have in one time all the possible things that need to get done well, so they're out of your head and you continue. It's very important to have project management system. Even an Excel table could do. I use that, but many people use different tools. That's totally fine. More than the tool, what is important is to have these resources, these activities, and very importantly, timeline. When do you need what? Especially if you're working with teams, it's very important that they know what they have to do for when. And that is a very important thing in the whole picture. Because if those activities are not done in the right way, the big strategy is the one that is going to get affected. I think doing things in general for our products, our services is something very useful for business owners. What I mean by that is that sometimes we overthink too much when the product is really ready, when things are perfect, and I don't think that that's a good thing. Like, our ideas can always be improved, but if we don't put them out there for people to know, it can never be improved and you can never see the feedback. So get out there, try to get market launch as good as you can, but also as fast as you can, so you can learn for all the mistakes that you will make, because we all make mistakes. That's the point. It's not to avoid mistakes. The point is to learn mistakes. And then in the next market launch, it'll be easier, simpler, and more fun because you will enjoy. The big objective for this, at least for me, is to have the peace of mind. The events, the market launches, everything goes smoothly, nicely, and you can enjoy. I love to do this. I will keep doing this, and I will inform you what are the next steps in this very, very cool market launch that we are preparing. And please let me know if you like this, if you want to have a Q&A session. Don't forget to subscribe, to ring the bell, and I love to hear your comments. See you next time, and keep being inspired.